Good morning and welcome to this gorgeous Victorian coastline. We are on again for action. Heat number 10 just getting started with Kolohe, Jack Robinson.
You know, more together wave from start to finish, but Kolohe looks in fine fettle though. He looks to be really loose and sharp. Probably the wave itself is holding the score back.
So that was his opener, 3.83. This was the start for Jack Robinson Bucks, 4.83 on this one.
Yeah, just as you see there, a little bit slicker, kind of like that Kaya Belly sort of look about it in the previous heat. The board looks very, very fast and sharp underfoot, utilising every section there, and he more than connected the dots. So this first couple of turns here, look how slick the board looks under his feet, Joe.
So clean, riding a sharp eye on this one. Those clean rail lines, such a calm approach. You always think about Jack and slabs and big Holloway. Kolohe up again on wave number 2. Float to start. There's a nice clean frontside wrap with that form that he learned from his father Dino. Dino, former competitor, former Rookie of the Year, who also competed on the Bell's Bowl. Bugs, these guys just getting their feet wet. Some warm-up scores to kick off heat number 10. Jadson Andre getting his opening score here at Winky Pop. Off the bottom, big, powerful vert to finish. Good timing for the Brazilian.
You know, the fact that we've picked up, hey Bugs, you want to talk about Jaddy here real quick?
Now look, you know, Jaddy, no one takes him lightly in the heat. You don't know what he's going to turn up with, and he is a danger. Always a danger, Jadson Andre. Look at how sharp he looks here. Vertical. And I think he's going to get rewarded for this, Joe.
Oh, his timing was brilliant. A lot of power. Watch him square up so vert, Bugs. This is always going to look great.
Wow, 12 o'clock and drives it down the face. Clean exit, no hang up whatsoever.
What a class act. It feels like make or break's a great opportunity to let people in to that story that can be hard to get to without a show like that.
Well, and it requires a lot of time. And that's why they're on tour for the entire season. And I think one of the best ways to say to our surfers and our surfer family that it was such a success is that as I started seeing cuts of season 2.
A 2010 rookie class with Owen Wright and then Kolohe on this one, Bugs.
Yeah, Kolohe's he's picking off these 2-footers, surfing him brilliantly. I think it's just sort of holding back his score, but I think he's just trying to build up his performance.
Even when the wave's not helping you out too much, his technique above the lip is incredible. 5.43 for the last of Andino. Here comes Jaddy, fresh off the 5.9. Snaps it off the coping quickly. Gets a little bit hung up. He goes down, chasing the 3.36 for the lead.
Yeah, Jadson Andre, he'll never die wondering. He'll just go for everything that moves out there. And he got a 5.9. We just saw both sides of Jadson Andre right there. Yep. 5.9, unbelievable. Next one, going for it is too hard.
It's incredible. A little speed check, tail blow, reverse complete for the Californian. And Andino, I feel like he surfs incredibly well when he's not worrying about priority, when he can kind of seagull around the lineup and catch a lot of waves. He's just surfing his way into a fine rhythm.
Kolohe's last wave, the 3.83, didn't improve on his score, so I think maybe he might look for a better quality set wave now. Jack is he just sort of lost it on that one.
Snapped a slide and a fall for Kolohe, still out in front. Jack still second. Andre not far behind, holding priority.
A full-blooded set wave. Here's Jaddy on his wave, and you know he gets a 4.93. This is a really good one for Jadson. Bit of more chop on the face. It's not going to bother the Brazilian, and we're seeing a really amazing heat going on here. Jadson has still got a little bit more in this one, Joe. Just got caught up. Wasn't able to ride out of it.
Back in the day, it was like you couldn't do it. So
true. As we continue on with this one, Andino unloading off the bottom. Frames up the first snap really well. Down the line speeds, looking fun. Trims it off the top. Deep bottom turn, layback hammer as he stays on his feet. That just looked enjoyable. I want to go surf. Thanks, Kolohe. 5.43 and a 3.83 in his top 2. The 3 is going to be gone.
And you know, Eric, is that the first time this happened about 12 years ago, it was kind of ill thought through. But now you guys have what you've done is, like, because whenever you make a big change at the top, you always, easily get a bottleneck somewhere down the bottom. The first time it happened, it was more like a cliff.
Yeah.
They fell off.
When we get a great swell, we're going to be able to go all the way through an event without having start or stop. Let's take a look at Jacko here.
We got some live action. Speed float. Robinson off the bottom. Snap to slide. Incomplete. He's been having a couple of falls similar to Connor in the previous heat. And Jack still in third. 6:10 to go. Beautiful. And this stuff doesn't happen overnight. That vision came a few years back. To finally see it in motion is very special this year. Jadson Andre. Big whip to start. Still hanging on to second. Little carve through that open wall. Now patient, waiting for this wall to grow. Jaddy off the bottom. Aggressive finish. Can he ride away? He will get the completion there with 4:50 to go, Bugs.
Yeah, Jaddy's really trying to, he knows that Kolohe is kind of out there in the front of this one. He's really trying to secure this progression directly into round 3. It's really important for him. And, he's surfing with a lot of aggression out here, Joe. Just cutting loose on these waves. This is one of these one-off sets, a bit of chop on the face. He's got a little bit of a double up to go over here. He'll have a much smoother progression on this wave now. And Jaddy finishes off that wave. Just has to wrestle with that white water. And he's stoked.
Running the first ever Rip Curl WSL Finals, we learned a lot. We take those learnings. We're going to apply them again this year. We'll execute the cut this year, and we'll see how the reaction and how it goes.
As we see the first turn for Andino, the heat leader, just casually kicking out, still out in front with 2:45 to go. And I think the fear before in the old days was a big profile surfer could disappear on the old QS, as we'd call it. But now this is going to be a whole nother channel for their profile to build for guys like Jaddy if he ends up being there.
The Challenger Series is one of the most exciting thing that's happened in the sport for at least since the Dream Tour.
Love it. As we see a big whip off the top for Jack Robinson. Nice timing there. Floats the next section. Needs a 6.3 to take Jaddy's spot. There's the carve, and he'll fill in one more move on the finish. Kicking out with some confidence there. Down to the final minute. Let's take another look, Bugs.
Yeah, well, he knows he needs a score. He started out so well in this heat. Beautiful phone climb there. Board beyond the lip line and looking sharp again. Oh, he's just put this one together well, Joe. And he's maintained his speed down the line.
And fits in the finish. And the reaction from the panel is in. A 7.33. Robinson goes from third to second at the buzzer. Jadson will be surfing again today in the elimination round.